Now we start with the leftovers of those overnight storms. Take a look at this. It's a live map from PNM.com talking about power outages all over the metro area as far north as Bernalillo. We have some out near Rio Rancho. Most of them are in the city of Albuquerque, but they're not huge. Trying to zoom in, it's a little hard. The map's a little difficult to work, but what we do have is about 50 or so homes without power. 12th and Lomas, I-40 in San Mateo. We got some areas where the power is out. PNM on its website says it knows about all these outages. It has crews out as we speak. It's going to try to get to all of them as soon as possible. It says basically by the end of the morning it should have the power back on to everybody. Now our meteorologists, including Chris Gilson over there, say with the developing El Nino weather pattern, we should be getting a lot of rain during our summer monsoons.
And with what we've seen so far, Albuquerque South Valley has been getting hit hard, especially this morning. Look at this. Some homeowners spent all day yesterday cleaning up what Wednesday's storm left behind. Crews from the Conservancy District and Flood Control Authority lent a helping hand, helping people pump the standing water out. Heavy rains flowing off the West Mesa caused a nearby ditch to overflow.
I started running around the house, picking up all the rugs that we could, and then we pretty much just sat there and watched the water come in. There's not much you can do.
That actually happening right next to that live shot we just showed you near the Catholic Church, where there is still a lot of flooding there. So it's not all bad news, though. After 4 years of historic drought, above average rainfall during our summer monsoons is more than welcomed. The rain is certainly helping firefighters make even more headway, battling the Diego fire that is burning for a couple of weeks now in the northern New Mexico mountains. It's now 50% contained. The lightning-caused fire is burning in the National Forest in Santa Fe, about 8 miles from Coyote.
5:35 now. It was during the Las Conchas fire back in 2011 that we learned the importance of a technology that's called Code Red, and it's for our phones. It means that our phones are registered with an emergency system, so when you're in an area with a major problem such as a fire, a flood, a chemical spill, and more, you get a call, a text, or an email. Right now, Sandoval County is trying to get people signed up for Code Red. It is free. With Las Conchas fire, people had the landlines. Now they have the technology to make this work on our cell phones and based on GPS. Well, a veteran here in New Mexico is now threatening to sue the VA, saying a surgery that was supposed to fix his problems ended up leaving his life in shambles.
He claims he's been back and forth with the VA in Albuquerque repeatedly to fix his shoulder after he says the doctor left a screw in his body. Sean Hudson is a Marine Corps veteran who served in Iraq. He went to see a doctor when he came home to Albuquerque about his shoulder he had injured while in the military.
They found that my bicep tendon needed to be reattached. They found a ton of scar tissue.
Hudson's attorney tells us that surgeons left a silicone disc from their equipment in his shoulder along with a screw, a primary example of problems his attorney says veterans are facing with the VA. Meanwhile, on a national level, the Department of Veterans Affairs says it's been reaching out to nearly 140,000 veterans. They have been working in the past 2 months to get patients off of waiting lists at clinics and medical appointments. Acting VA Secretary Gibson revealed that as of June 15th, about 46,000 veterans waited at least 90 days for their first medical appointment, which was down from 57,000 back in May. A state police officer is doing much better after he was seriously hurt by a suspected drunk driver less than a week ago.
And after everything Officer Carlos Verdugo has been through, get this, he says he forgives the driver who almost killed him. Officer Verdugo says he is lucky he survived this. He's beaten up pretty badly. He was on his way to his mom's birthday party when he stopped a woman for speeding. Dash cam video we're about to show you here shows Verdugo at the traffic stop, and suddenly things go fuzzy. Investigators say that's when Jason Allred slammed into Verdugo's patrol unit and knocked the officer out. Again, he survived but was seriously hurt.
From the waist up, everything hurts. I have bruising throughout my legs, my bicep, tricep. You can see the stitching on my face.
And take a look at this. Officer Verdugo's patrol car took a beating. It is amazing he survived. That car is mangled and in pieces. The officer here says he is quite thankful that Allred also survived. Detectives say Allred was drunk when he slammed into the patrol car. Allred is now facing aggravated DWI, reckless driving, and great bodily harm by vehicle charges. Well, 5:38. Hey, do not forget your pets on this 4th of July. You know, fireworks can seriously spook them. Animal Welfare recommends you leave your pets home and indoors in a well-lit, calm, cool, closed room with familiar sounds, familiar toys, chew toys, and treats. Also, ID tags and microchips already in place can help you get reunited with your pet if they run away because they get scared with fireworks. We put this warning out every year, but every year the pounds, the animal shelters say they're just inundated with dogs who get scared and run away. Some cats too.